Hey guys, welcome to my class. And I'm pretty sure you guys know that we've been reading Hitchhiker Guys to the Galaxy. And today, I know you guys enjoy a lot about this story. It's really fun. We're gonna watch video at the end of the semester, so that's gonna be excited. And for today, I'm gonna introduce you and sort of like gives you idea and concept on like Campbell's monomyth. So what this is that I'm pretty sure you remember from last year when you're reading The Hobbit. But this the Campbell monomyth is bringing the heroes, break it into different steps and explain what the journey is trying to accomplish throughout his journey. So once you get the understanding of this monomyth, then you'll be able to understand the hero's journey more effectively. So I'm pretty sure this is gonna be fun. Okay, don't be so scared. This is gonna be fun. And I want you guys to partner with someone next to you, and talk about your experience with space. Like we all dream of being in space, right? I wanted to go to space. Not now, but I when I was little, I really wanted to go to space and explore. So just partner with your person next to you and talk about what life be like in space. I'll give you 2 minutes. So on during that 2 minute, I want you guys talk about space, and I want you guys just like one person to talk about you guys talked about. Okay, ready? Go. Okay. Um, so now you guys have talked about space with your partner, and I want one person from each group to come up and talk about the space. I mean, what's going on in space, and then what do we really think about, and then can we really relate to Arthur here in the book? Thank you for coming out and share your opinions. And your all of your ideas are fantastic and it's so interesting. And for the hero's journey, I sort of want to like talk to you guys about how this is gonna work out. Is that the first step is call to adventure. So Arthur in the book, he was in the he was in his room and he was like just not doing anything, and then he got the idea. He got a news from his friend that world is coming to an end, and then he got also this idea, this news saying that his best friend turns out to be an alien, and then Arthur didn't know about it for like today, right? So I want you to partner with a different person this time to talk about what would be the call to adventure for Arthur. Okay, I'm gonna give you also 2 more minutes to talk about, and then this time I want person people who didn't come up in the first place to come up to and talk about what you guys talked about. Okay, ready, go. Okay, so how was the conversation like? I saw that you guys were having active conversation, and that was nice. And I want you to come up and talk about Arthur's call to adventure, because Arthur is our hero in this book. So, well, what can we know from Arthur's call to adventure? Now, the next step is refusal of call. So now you guys all mentioned that he was dumbfounded to realize that his best friend is alien, and he's in the verge of seeing his house breaking down, but then this best friend is keep telling him that don't worry about the house, don't worry about the house. World is coming to an end anyways, right? So and then he goes to Arthur, let's go, we gotta escape this earth. And then how is his refusal of call looks like? It could be after the world's destruction, Earth's destruction, or it could be the before the destruction. But just remember that we have very little time. Arthur has very little time to refuse the call before the destruction of Earth because it happens so quickly. So the refusal of call is when hero call is given. Let's say for from the last year's Hobbit. Hobbit is Bilbo the Gandalf gave Bilbo the quest. Like, you're gonna go to the great journey to go to the Lonely Mountain. But the quest itself is sort of like unclear in this book, so we have to think really into it to distinguish what in the world is this quest. And his quest doesn't introduce until the later part of the book. So the refusal of call, you can save it. You can save it to the later because it doesn't have to be in sequential order. Okay, and then now next is the supernatural aid. This is interesting part. Have anybody here wanted to have supernatural power? It's like, you have test tomorrow, you haven't studied, and have you wish for supernatural fairy comes and it gives you all the answers, or I know, or this natural disaster suddenly happens and then like school closed down. Have you ever thought about it? Imagine that. Wish for that? I did. I have. Multiple times. So, supernatural aid is once a hero has committed to the quest, then consciously or unconsciously, his guide or magical helper appears, and then magical helper appears, and then this magical helper became known. So that's the part. I want to talk about this supernatural. So could you raise your hand? Could you raise your hand? And what kind of supernatural aid Arthur experienced? Okay, great. Thank you for the cooperation. This class was wonderful. I'll come back for the next class. We're gonna go over the crossing the first threshold and the belly of the whale. And today of the call to adventure and refusal to call and supernatural aid, it's gonna be all shared with you, the Google Doc. So I want you guys to remember what we talked about today, and then answer those questions on the Google Doc, and that's gonna be due by the next class, which is 2 days from today. Okay, good luck, guys. Have a wonderful day.